Hi guys, thanks for checking us out again. So today you are watching a box league match between me and James. It is a box league match for David Lloyd Basildon, but we are playing it on the acrylic courts at David Lloyd Southend, solely because that was where we could get a court at the time we wanted to play. This is a match that we are both super comfortable playing. We have played each other quite a few times. We know each other's game, we know what to expect when we're coming. Now for me, what that means is that when I'm playing James, I feel confident in the fact that I'm not going to get super tight and I can play generally some of my better tennis. Now in the warm-up you can see I've turned up and I'm moving pretty well, I think. Now that is because, again, I'm not tight. I know what I'm doing, I know what to expect, but also because James hits me a nice ball in the warm-up, I know that I can hit a nicer ball back. So, since we're feeling comfortable, since we know each other's game, let's see how that comes out in the match. So this is now our first set. James is serving first, and I think what I start really doing from the beginning is returning well. I keep myself in rallies by running things down. I try not to hit too many winners in that first set, and I think that helps me to kind of stay in the games. When James is coming to the net, I am thinking about how I can pass him. I do not have a good lob, so one thing that I am making sure I do is finding the gap, or if I can't find a gap, hitting it in an awkward position for him so that he can't quite reach it. My serve is, as always, letting me down, but I think I'm getting it into places that aren't as easy for him to get to, which is helping me start a point off. Maybe not with the serve being an advantage, but at least with the serve not being such a weakness that he can put it away. That is always something I have to think about in matches, and this match was absolutely no different. I'm hitting well on the backhand. My backhand strokes are doing me a really good support. I'm finding that James is hitting everything on that back line, so you see a lot of defensive forehands from me. Now, what I'm doing well there is I am actually keeping it in quite often. That is one of my weaknesses. If I'm caught off balance, I then hit it out because I try and hit a full, very hard forehand. As you just saw, that is my volleying, being absolutely second to none, straight off the into the trams. But I carried on. I didn't let that get in my head, and when James brought me forward, I would keep trying with those volleys. Obviously I haven't included everything in here because that would be an incredibly long match. This whole match lasted almost 2 hours. But I think what's clear here is I am running things down. And when I play someone like James, who is significantly better than me, that is one thing that I need to try and keep doing. I did lose the first set 6-3. And you can see here that a big part of that is because I'm just making too many errors. I'm going for my shots too early, especially as the set went on. I think I started to fatigue and I missed shots. There's a prime example, straight down that line. Didn't need to be that good, didn't need to be that deep, but I managed to hit it long. And I think that was the key difference between me and James in that first set. He wasn't aiming for any winners, he was just aiming to keep everything in the rally. He was trying different shots and it worked a lot better for him. So having lost the first set, we move into the second set. Now in the second set, my aim was to stay in the rallies, to keep myself in this as much as I possibly could. And I think I did that quite well. I got 5 games in the second set. I was disappointed that I didn't take it to a tiebreak or at least even get the set, but I really persevered in this set and I didn't let the fact that I'd lost the first set get in my head, which is something I quite often do. Quite often I'll fight hard in the first set, and then in the second set I'll lose it to love really quickly because I'm disappointed that I didn't put up more of a fight. Now, in this set, I started to really try hard to keep the ball in for rallies. I was hitting less angles and I was really just aiming to make James make the mistake. Unfortunately, obviously that didn't work to the point where I got the set, but it did get me more games than it got me in the first set. So in this rally that you see, I am hitting all of my shots deep enough that James can't just come in and hit a winner, but I'm not aiming for a down the line winner. I'm not aiming to get it where he can't reach it. And I think that's what kept me in this for as long as possible. Unfortunately, what I found was eventually I would normally be the one to make an error. I would be the one to hit it in the bottom of the net or to hit it long, because my natural game is not to just keep the ball in. What I want to do is go for a winner, but unfortunately in the first set I had done that so many times and ended in losing the point that I needed to try something different, and that's what I did here. And as you can see in this rally, I really tried hard to just keep the ball in for as long as possible. Unfortunately, eventually that ball went out. So overall, I think I fought hard in this match, and as you can see, I haven't given up even as we get into the second set a bit deeper. So let's just see how the rest of the set goes and keep watching. Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in again. So I didn't do an intro to this video, and that is because I was running a little bit late. The reason I was running a little bit late is because I was feeling super lethargic before I was due to leave the house, and my husband suggested that I try taking this. This is the Ghost pre-workout. Now, I've never taken pre-workout ever, and I've definitely never taken it before a tennis match, and I do think it helped me retain focus in that match. I didn't come into that match expecting to win, but what I did want to do was put up a good fight and try my hardest to keep myself in it as long as possible. And that's what I did. I kept myself in as long as possible. I hope you enjoyed watching. I know I've really enjoyed rewatching my own games and getting to know the gameplay that I'm putting forward, reflecting on it and hopefully improving as I play. So thank you so much for checking us out, and I'll see you at the next video.